Hey guys, today is March the 29th of 2023 and I want to go over natural gas. So without any further delay, let's get into it. So on the weekly, things have shifted a little bit since these are dynamic cycles. We were saying somewhere in my last video, I think it was around the 21st, the 20th, that this pretty much last week where some of the cycles were bottoming. So now they have shifted and they have adjusted. And now the 143, which is this one, hits a bottom somewhere around a trough April 2nd, April 3rd. The other important cycle is the 125, which that hasn't changed. Now hits a trough around April 6th. So they're adjusting. The other thing also is that the dominant cycle peaked somewhere around February the 27th, March 6th. And now this cycle hits cycle low, a trough on April the 3rd. So this one is bearish. Well, pretty much they all now continue to extend further out into the future. Let's go into the daily to see what's going on there. But so far, it could be either sideways to down until maybe the first week of April. Okay, so here's the daily cycle, and we'll start off with the bigger one, the 355. This one just hit a trough right now, pretty much this week, and now this cycle starts going up. The next one after that is the 302. That one hit a trough already, so this cycle is up. And then the last one is the 324, which is this one right here. And this one already hit a trough, and this cycle is up. Now, the only thing that concerns me is the dominant cycle, which is this one right here. Now, this cycle goes down all the way to May 1st. So this cycle is bearish, the dominant cycle. All the other ones I showed you are bullish in regards to the daily time frame. In regards to seasonality, I already showed you guys in the other charts that April is pretty much a strong month, but we're going to look at dates more in regards to seasonality. So this is the price action, got a nice pop, pulled back. You can see that from April the 3rd on the 5-year average, prices, tend to trend higher. Put the 10-year, you can see that it kind of flat lines here, but from April the 3rd, this one continues to trend higher. And using a 15-year average, same thing, kind of sideways to lower, just kind of sideways in April the 3rd. So when you put all three, this is what we're betting on. We were just trying to get some gains from here, but so far the price action has not been, in line with seasonality. It's just kind of pushing even lower while, the 5 and the 10 and 15 kind of goes sideways here. But then from April the 3rd, things change. So if anything, worst case scenario, we're going to probably be in a grind for the next couple of days. And then once April 3rd hits, which I believe that's a Monday, let's see what price action is going to indicate, and it's going to tell us. If it starts, big volume comes in and things start switching, then that's a positive sign. If nothing happens and it pushes lower and it just kind of stagnant, just sideways to lower, then maybe the April play is not in play, and we just have to reassess and maybe wait for a next opportunity. So looking at the commitments of trader report, we're getting clues in regards to commercial. On February the 27th, they put a high of 150,946, and since then they've been unwinding. So they've been selling, and large speculators have now been buying. So what's happening? Well, price action is not reflecting that. Price action is continuing to push lower while large speculators are buying and commercial are unwinding. They say that the one you need to pay attention to is more commercial. And as long as these numbers keep going down, large speculators are going to probably be buying. But the problem is gas hasn't been making higher highs and higher lows. So we got our fingers crossed. Let's see if now April the 3rd, using seasonality, I'm betting that the turn is just around the corner. We just have to wait for the right moment. And I'm just showing you the clues of what I'm seeing. Okay, so this is my mind map. You're looking at the weekly cycles. This is 21 years. You can see that now the 231 cycle trough, May 29th. That's the bigger, this is the negative one. So this is like, if it's going to just continue sideways to down, this is the very bearish one. And these are the ones that I showed you in the beginning of the video. 143, 125, April 2nd, April 6th, the dominant cycle, April 3rd. On the 5-year cycle, you can see that it's an uptrend, so it hits a peak around June 19th. And using the 21 year, which is this one, you can see that this is the bigger cycle, March the 29th, hits a trough here, and all these are cycles that are up. So the green ones, that means they're up, and these are the peaks that they're going to be hitting in the future. And this one is the one that we're currently right now, which is kind of pink. And the 78 dominant cycle trough in May 1st. So this is bearish. So the red ones are bearish. If we're going to continue going sideways to lower, the green ones are the cycles just already hit a bottom. They're going up. Bottom departure and bottom departure, but we're getting close to the date. So March 29th, which this one is today, the 355 cycle. As you can see on the Elliott Wave, we already are in a weekly cycle, on a weekly chart, wave 3, working on a wave 4. So this wave 4 is what I'm leaning that is going to take us into an April pop. And on the daily chart, we are already in a wave 5. So we've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now it's a matter of just, doing the first impulse wave up. But we'll see how that's going to play out. And I haven't adjusted these yet, so this is kind of the same. In regards to the Gann dates, the 24th didn't work out. The next one is, the last one is the 30th, which will be tomorrow. And we already know in the Commitments of Trader report, the trend is down. But looking at the numbers in regards to the commercial and the large speculators, you can see that they are accumulating and the commercial is selling. So that means red, they're unloading, and large speculators are buying. So this is where you can see the numbers from like their peaks and their lows. And you can tell that they're reversing positions. Okay, so this is our Elliott Wave chart on the nat gas, and this is the weekly. As you can see, they have wave 5, 1, 2. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Completed a wave 3. You see the Stokes are very like they're bottoming out already. Very low oversold territory. So I'm expecting a pop, like I've said, into April. Here's some projections of wave 4 for Elliott Wave, guys. 325 all the way to 402. If we go into the daily, you can see that the daily gives you just kind of see what the Elliott Wave thing is. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, and it pushes all the way to 5 here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 within a wave. You can see that this is where we at right now. I'm betting that from here, April 3rd, 2nd, I will use the 3rd because that's a Monday, or that week, the first week, we get a pop and a rally, and if we even maybe kiss and test this 302 and maybe push higher, that'd be great. But that's my game plan. I'm just waiting for nat gas to get its Momo back in place to make higher highs and higher lows. But this is what the Elliott Wave chart is telling us now. Okay, so this is the last chart. Couple of keynotes I want you to show you. This is the entry point that I believe is the best entry point that you could have on natural gas. Second, MACD hasn't crossed over yet. It's been positive throughout this whole ordeal right here. So that's positive. Volume hasn't been the best, has been negative, and has been dwindling. So that's not the best. That's not great. Looking at the daily chart, we just hit a Tom DeMark knife candle right here this week. Also, the MACD just turned positive. So that's good. In regards to volume, as you can see, we're below the moving average right here. So that's not good. And the bears these last couple of days have been getting the edge. I just kind of, just by looking at the price action, I feel like this, they're accumulating it. And maybe when we hit April the 3rd or that first week, they're going to squeeze the bears. So it's going to be a bear trap to them. That's my hunch. That's what kind of like I think could play out. But, that's just my speculation. Let's go into this chart, into volume. As you can see, market profile, there's some support right here, and it's natural gas doesn't want to go any lower. There's this 144 all the way down here, that it may want to test, but, we don't know yet. So far, 196. So we got this nice pop, a pullback, and we haven't taken out 196, so that's good. Maybe so that's, fail new low, and that's what I'm looking for into April. Even if it gets here and maybe stalls, the $3 one, and if it can't really get up there, then all right, then maybe that's what they're going to give us for April. But if it could push higher, even to like 351 or even 4, I'm happy with that for a nice little pop into April. And the last chart here will be the midpoint chart. So you can see right here, this is the $2. So this has been holding somewhere around there. We had the change of contract right here. We got this nice pop. Big targets to the upside, 237. But first, we got to kiss 227, which is the previous 50% range, a 50% range from last week. Those are the targets to the upside. This one first, and then this one second. And as long as we can stay above 206, we're doing good. But this is where the mind trap comes in. The oh no, we're going lower. Oh, what's this seasonality thing is not going to work, and you're kind of going back and forth. And my game plan is just stick with the plan, even though it looks like it's not going to work out. Just in that last minute, and our last minute will be April the 3rd. And if they're accumulating it, all the way waiting till when April the 3rd kicks in, they're gonna just squeeze all the bears out. Then that's what I want to see. But the game plan is higher highs and higher lows. That's what's going to confirm that we're moving higher. Right now, that's not happening. And if April 3rd kicks in and we see big volume, then this was to trap all the bears and they're going to get squeezed. And maybe they're going to get squeezed to like $3, or maybe they're going to push it even higher. But they're building their position. You can see it by the commitments of trader report. So we just have to be patient. As you can see, there's some action coming in right here. But key levels you want to watch, and hopefully let's see how this week closes. First week of April, we'll start working on April and see what we have there. Hopefully you like this video. Let me know your thoughts in your comments below, and if you're long natural gas, just hang in there. I mean, it can't get any worse. Where are we? We're at the bottom of the pit. We're straight in the bottom of the barrel. Can we go lower? Yeah, it could go lower. I'm not going to say anything else, but our game plan is that it's going to go higher. And we got till now, till April the 3rd. Just remember that. April the 3rd is D-Day. D-Day for April the 3rd.